There we go. For sale in the Fiesta wing, 580 quid, free postage. You can go over there. Oh, right in a bucket of oil. Whoops. Shit. Hi guys, welcome back to episode 4 of building the MK1 Fiesta. Back out here with Dean. As you can see, it's rather dark. We're getting started late tonight. It's about 9 o'clock, so we're probably only going to get an hour or so in tonight. But it is bank holiday next week, so it means that I'll get a full day on Monday on the car. But as I said in my previous video, we're going to start stripping. Obviously, the front panel's just kind of balancing on there at the moment. But we're going to start pulling the front panel off. We're going to pull this dog shit wing at the front here with these jank welds out in preparation for the panel that we got from Steve. And then I've ordered this bit here, this wing as well. Like I said, I think I've mentioned that in the other video as well. Actually, I've ordered that, so when that turns up, hopefully next week, we'll get that all done, and then we're ready to get it painted up nicely, get rid of all the surface rust that's on there, and then get an engine in it. So we'll crack on, and I'll pick it up once we've got something off to show you. Hi guys, so as you can see, it's now another day. Beautiful day actually, bank holiday Monday, and it's sun shining for once, so that's always a nice thing. Right, picking up where we left off, we're carrying on with the wing here. As you can see, we've got a bit more cut out. Let me flip the camera around as usual. We've cut the inner wing out all the way back down to the chassis rail there. Unpicked the spot welds from the inner rail, and then on the back side here, we've cut out, because this is all one piece on the original panel. This is all one piece all the way up. So we've cut out along the bottom of the rail there, and you can see I've just clamped the rail up in position, and we put a few tack welds in there just to hold it in place whilst we get everything out, because when I took these out, these wanted to spring apart. So we just clamped that up, tacked it in along the top so it stays where it is. And then the idea is that our new panel here is going to, I just need to remove the clamp from the welder there, just get that out of the way. And the idea is our panel will sit in there like that, and then obviously it's not quite a perfect fit, it needs to be adjusted a little bit more, but that will sit on top of the rail there. Let's try and get a decent view for you, but we'll sit on top of there and be seam welded all along. And then on this side, obviously it sits behind the original spot weld, so once this is all closed up and positioned properly, we'll just plug weld the old spot welds back in. The only thing that isn't great on this, it doesn't quite line up perfectly, as you can see there, is the little swage for the dimple in the chassis rail, but that's not so much a problem. I'll be able to make another one out of it once it's tacked in place. I'll get some panel hammers out, and we'll weld that, mould that into place and weld it on. So. cracking on. Next little bit, I thought I'd stop the time lapse just to quickly show you this. Not looking forward to it very much, but I've welded the top of the panel there now. I've now got to weld the underside of the panel. You can see the bead where it's penetrated through. I've now got to weld the other side of that lap, which is going to consist of me laying on my back with the welder above my head. I can't really think of any other way to do it without a proper ramp or anything, so this is going to be fun. Well, that wasn't overly nice, and as you can see, I've burnt my t-shirt, which that's why I put the jumper on in the first place. I burnt my t-shirt and my skin. But let me show you what we have got. Obviously, you can see a nice bit of penetration across the top weld there. And then if I jump down on the floor here, and I'll show you. Considering I've been laying on my back and I'm by no means a professional welder, I'm fairly happy with how that bead there has come out, to be honest. I could try and get a bit of a better angle for you. It's difficult. You can see it's on the return. You can see how much of an overlap. We've got about 5 mil overlap all the way down that panel there. The shadow is kind of masking it over a bit, so you can't see great. But that is well, apart from the only bit left to do now is where where I said on the other side of the panel we've had to swage this in. Obviously that's now created a gap here, so I've just got to cut a little bit of infill metal to go in there. But on this side, see it all matches up fairly nicely there. By the time that's welded in, I'll just flatten out some of the marks in there where we've knocked it all out. But the wing is almost fully welded, which is nice. Dino's just hole punching the front cross member there for us, ready to start plug welding the panels back on. And hopefully by the time we go home tonight, we'll have the front panel on, and potentially we'll have the wings on as well, which will be pucker, because I'm really hoping hoping to get this video finished for you guys tonight and get it out, and then we can move on to some big things next week. So we'll crack on, and hopefully when I speak to you next, we'll all be done. Okay guys, well it's I've not got as far as I wanted to. Like I said, I was hoping that I was going to get the wings and everything else on, but we spent a bit more time trying to pull up the shut lines and everything to make it just as it should be. But you can see the front panel is on. Most of the welds on the inside are now done. Down in the down here, obviously you can see there's a few that still need to be, like these ones here, need to dolly back to make them fit properly. But it's now, what's the time now, Dean? About 10 to 11 at night. So obviously I can't be banging about because of the neighbours, like we've mentioned before. But yeah, a lot of these are coming out quite nice. I'm fairly happy with that. They've welded in fairly reasonably over there. Big problem with it being the old metal and not being in the greatest condition rust wise, and cleaned it back obviously the best we can. But so they've come out right. I just need a little bit of TLC. Obviously this blobby horrible bit here where there was that massive hole that I had to back up with a bit of copper to weld in. Obviously that's going to need grinding back and a bit of TLC. But front wing here, obviously I managed to get the underside welded up and the top side, so you can see a nice overlay. I'm fairly happy with that. And yeah, the front panel's now on. It's reasonable. I think it's the securest it's ever been since having the car. So we are getting there. We're going to call it a night for the night, and what I'll do is I'll end this video off here, because by now I'm sure you've watched enough time lapse of me grinding and cutting and whatever else. And that's if you're even still watching. You might have fucked off about an hour ago, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, guys. When you see the car next, we will have the wings on, we'll have the bonnet and everything back on, and we will be putting the engine back in the car, ready to weld in the Fiesta Centre style mount that's going on the inner wing there. I've got that, that's sitting in the garage. Ordered that from David Andrews. He's also sending me over his Vibratechnic style mid mount to go in there, and then the idea is we're going to throw the old IB4 gearbox on this original, well, semi-original mount, to get the positioning for that at that end, and then we're going to whip this out and make up some sort of mount for the 6-speed box to go in there. So yeah, engine mounts next, and then we'll get an exhaust in there. So if you're still watching, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate the input that you guys give. So yeah, give us a comment, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you don't already, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.